This is Andrew from Flexioffices, sitting down with Cameron Lloyd from IWG, the better known as the mother company of Regis and Spaces. And we're here to talk about co-working industry, specifically in these strange COVID times. Can you do a quick introduction of who you are, and for the people who don't know who IWG is, who you guys are?
My name's Cameron Lloyd. I'm the area director for IWG. IWG, we're the world's largest provider of flexible workspace. We have over 3,500 locations in all major cities and countries around the world. We operate 11 brands. The two major ones that the community might know about is Regis, which is obviously has been going for around 30 years, and Spaces is the other major brand that we have there. You know, the 11 brands we have each have a unique value proposition, where Regis is a place that anybody can really work and is kind of a premium product. We also have Spaces, which is a little bit more creative and with a European feel.
Okay. Wonderful. Thanks for that, Cameron. And you mentioned you guys have been in the business for 30 years. So I reckon you've been through a few ups and downs in the recession-wise, economy-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I think the great thing about flexible work is that when companies are seeking to grow rapidly, it's good for us. And also when there's some uncertainty, it can also provide opportunity for us because our solutions are so flexible.
Yeah.
And where businesses are a little bit concerned about what tomorrow might hold, it's more likely to drive demand into more flexible solutions. So I think although nobody wishes for a pandemic, and it's a great concern for all of us, I think that within that there are certainly opportunities for us to continue to help our clients in their business.
Can you share a bit about what you're doing, how you feel you can add value in these times as a seasoned provider?
Yeah, sure. So I think that there's a couple of things. So from a brand perspective, we've been around a long time, and from as an operating company, we've been able to have a stable business for quite some time and continue to grow very strongly. But I think the fact that we've been around a long time, we've been through the ups and downs and the cycles before, that we really have a lot of expertise. Our balance sheet is relatively strong, certainly in our market segment, and that really helps give clients some confidence to place their business with us. I think from a client perspective, what I'm seeing certainly is clients wanting to de-risk their own balance sheets, so potentially moving away from long-term conventional leases to a solution that helps them save costs, certainly, but also be more flexible and provide less security. So no requirement for a large bank guarantee.
Can I interject there? And so are you guys doing specifically different in this COVID time, or are you preparing for a different level of service or kind of service?
So I think, some of the things that probably have become a bit synonymous with the flexible work industry is density.
Yeah.
I guess from our perspective, and I look in our network here in Australia, we don't run at those very high densities that you could typically see. We've obviously invested in changing some of our processes, taking practical measures like reviewing our cleaning scopes, putting in place with our contractors some higher cleaning regimes. We've got obviously good protective equipment available for our staff, and we've also put in place physical distancing protocols. And we continue to monitor, obviously, and follow all government and health department advice.
Okay, thanks for that. And sorry to cut it short, but so a few things to take away. You guys because you've been around the block and you've got a good balance sheet, there's confidence in that you can weather the storm, because it's stormy out there for everybody. And the density discussion, the distance, well, you're comfortable dealing with that because you haven't been packing them tightly, so to say. So to round up, maybe one thing from you is the government is talking about easing restrictions. Are you feeling or seeing effects of that yet, or inklings?
Absolutely. I think that, in Australia, the end of March, beginning of April was particularly tough. And I think that, we've still got a lot to work hard and get through. But I think that we've seen our level of inquiry start to pick up again. And I think, what's really interesting is I'm absolutely sure this is going to create some structural changes in commercial real estate, where people are going to want flexibility and they want great amenity, and that they might not be able to achieve in any other way. And obviously to also de-risk their own businesses by having a more flexible solution. So I think as we come out of this, I think it certainly bodes well for the flexible workspace industry.
Wonderful. Thanks. Good.
Thank you very much.
Good wrap-up words. Thanks very much, Cameron.